Hi guys, and welcome back to Mania Airsoft. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Kicking Mustang KMCS ghillie and literally how versatile this actually piece of equipment is. I'm not an airsoft sniper. I gave it a shot, wasn't for me, but with a few of the lads that I actually do play with, Contender Airsoft and Deadeye Tactical, I've kind of got myself into a DMR style role player, a designated rifle, marksman rifle type style player. And what I found is the guys have a tendency to last a lot longer by me being concealed. We'll set up literally a corridor of where we know the enemy are going to come from, and the two lads will be shooting away, and essentially I'm on clean-up duty. Where the lads can actually take out targets at range, with my DMR, I can kind of pick targets off a lot quicker to present themselves at short notice, keeping the lads in the game longer and essentially nearly securing a high kill rate and a very high possibility of good mission success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get into the gear and kind of show you what I do and how I do it for that simple reason. And because the KMCS is a full concealment ghillie, I don't actually use it that way. So I'm going to show you the particular way I use it so I can actually make it work for me, and you could potentially adopt the ideas and actually make them work for you. So first of all, the main camouflage that I would actually use out on the ground is the Kryptek Mandrake. It is a good base cover to use. This is a personal choice. I find that it blends in a multitude of environments, whether it be wood, land, inside in buildings this dark. It's a very kind of a multi-purpose kind of a camouflage. Whereas if I was just using plain black, it's just such an unnatural colour that you don't see out and things like that, and you just really stick out like a sore thumb. So I find that this camouflage is a lot better. So as you can see, all my stuff is very kind of heavily Kryptek'd up. My PTT for my throat mic, that won't be seen because that'll be underneath my gear. My magazines, which are kind of very heavily kind of camouflaged, so they don't kind of stick out as much. Potentially, if I'm going out on the ground as well, I could end up taking off my tricolour so as not to give my position away, because the white and the orange are kind of unnatural colours that would stick out. So just to give you an idea, personally, I will actually kind of stick on a balaclava because it'll kind of cover some of the spots that can potentially be exposed or seen. So we'll just get this on. Now the likes of these bits and pieces can actually be picked up quite cheap. This would have been one of the things I picked up on AliExpress or Wish or something like that, and it only cost me €2 shipping. A nice piece of kit, does the job, and it's nice and light on the body. Second of all, my glasses. They're Kryptek pattern on the glasses, and the mesh frame, I put it in myself. There's a bit of camouflaging on it, so it actually hides the eyes quite nicely and breaks up the face for me. So they'll be on there. I always put the glasses on first for me because this is how I kind of do it. It kind of hides there nicely. For me, the next part is my lower face protection. I'm kind of so used to putting this on now, I can kind of nearly tell right away whether it's in a good position or a bad position. I always line up to make sure that it kind of covers so nothing can get underneath the eyes. The nose piece kind of comes up over the bridge, so I'm well protected, because in some sites in Ireland it's mandatory that you wear lower face protection, for the simple fact that they obviously don't want to get into trouble, and you don't want to be going to work missing teeth and having lumps all over your face like you fell into a hornet's nest or something. It doesn't look good. Now I know some of you are kind of going, okay, what's with the leaves here? There's something kind of mad going on here. The simple fact is, this is the exact same type of mesh. Okay, this is just an unnatural shape. It's something that you wouldn't see, and it kind of stands out. So at a distance, by kind of doing
you know, breaking this up, now I'm probably missing a little bit here and there, I think, but at least it breaks the, you know, it takes away, it's not, a lot of people would be accustomed to seeing this, so by just putting on a couple of, you know, leaves, cable tying in place, it's a great way of hiding this. This would have been another mask that I would have got online on AliExpress type of thing, and for me personally, this is absolutely great. It protects the ears as well, because you get a shot in the ear, oh god, I tell you, you'll know about it. Not a nice feeling. Well worth it, and actually kind of quite cheap to kind of get. My next piece of equipment is literally my baseball cap. It has a literally a helmet power bank, so you'd actually stick this onto a helmet, but for me I stuck it on here, so I can actually stick my power bank in, have the cable running up through, and I have my GoPro on here, so this would actually help keep my GoPro running for me throughout the day. I find the peak cap kind of breaks the outline, casts a nice shadow across the face. I'm fairly well protected, as you can see. There might be a little bit of gap of skin that you might see up here, but what I'll do is I'll adjust when I get into game. Now for protect, I'm obviously not going to go out into the field like this. This is probably one of my favourite jackets. It is my shooting jacket. The zip isn't in the front, it's actually at the side underneath the arm, and I actually got the idea from a super dry jacket, because I got one personally, and the zip is in the side. It's very, so you put it on and actually it's very easy to kind of get in and get out of. Quite handy. Oh, I'll take this off because where am I caught? There we go. Maybe I should have put the jacket on, or jacket on first. So there I am, I'm zipped in. Got that nice bit of protection in around the neck. Get the hat back on. So there, to give the hands that extra little bit of camouflage as well, just so that there's no bare skin. These are actually quite light on the hands. There's a nice little bit of padding there. And so just for a minute, just so I've got a bit of sensation in my hands for getting ready. Next thing is my KMCS ghillie. Actually, nope. Scrap that. Next thing to go on is my tack vest. This is probably my most favourite setup of all. This is the particular way I would run things. I've got my mags, my admin pouch, my grenade pouch, and my sling. This is a custom made sling I made myself with a bungee cord. I think I call them a lobster clip, and essentially a big strip of Velcro that goes up into the shoulder patch, because I didn't like the idea of having a 2-point sling, because they're just only getting in the way on me, and this for me works great. It hangs down out of the way, it's got a bit of stretch so I can go to either shoulder. My Kicking Mustang ghillie, I'll show this, I'll just stand up for a second. There's very nice kind of feature on this, which is an elastic on the thumb, so it kind of doesn't you know, get dragged up off you. Plus there's actually a nice kind of a hand cover, so it's kind of camouflaging your hand as well at the same time. Now, having the jacket like this, what I'll do is I'll come down to the second button hole, and there's a second button hole here, and I will actually reach underneath and I will button it in underneath here. Now I have a reason why I do this, and I'll explain why in a second. Then, essentially I'll just roll this in and tuck it in nicely. At the KMCS there's also kind of like a utility pocket so you can get in at stuff. I will actually just put my last mags through there like that, tuck that in, and then on this side I have my grenade pouch. So, where is that? Oh, there it is there. So I will actually tuck this in, pull it down, and then roll this in here like so. Now, the reason for this is I like and need to be able to get contact with all of my pouches when I'll have my rifle up at a point of aim. I can hang it down, I can get my pistol out, I can essentially cover and hide with my arm if I need, have my pistol out so I can do what I need to do, get the gun back up, change onto an opposite shoulder very quickly. It's a nice transition for me. That's how I like to do it, and it works very well. I'll actually just put the gloves on just to give you a bit of a finished look with the gloves on, and then looping it through the end of the KMCS. See, the Kryptek actually kind of really goes well in. Now, I haven't done any crafting with this KMCS at all whatsoever. Now, I do have some knobberage leaves there, which I will be doing at a later stage. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So, now obviously this isn't going to be here, this is going to be out of the way, this is going to be attached on. All in all, just that alone, now I know I'm not in a woodland environment, I'm sitting there dying because the heat is on, so, but it looks really well. It actually hides the outline of your body very, very well, and the leaves up here, as you can see on the hat, they're kind of hanging down a bit. They're actually hiding the GoPro mount that I have on. But in order to really, really kind of break up the silhouette of my head, I'll pull up the KMCS and have it down like so. Just pull it out a little bit, and that will be the way I will potentially kind of snipe. It casts a nice shadow across my face. So for me personally, the versatility of the KMCS concealment ghillie is an absolute must if you're going to go down the role that you're as a DMR style player, if you're going to be helping your buddy out, because if you're in basic camouflage, you'll stand out a mile, because people just have a tendency nowadays, they know what to look for, the shape, the colors, whereas your buddy's hidden away, can't be seen at all, you're sticking out like a sore thumb, you'll get the two of you taken out. Whereas this, it's a lot easier, it's a lot better of a concealment, keeps you in the fight longer. By keeping yourself in the fight longer, you're going to win more battles, more fun. So guys, I really do hope you enjoy this demonstrational video. Do like and subscribe, and guys, bring the boom in the battlefield, yeah? Catch us out there again.